Hi guys, so this is part two of basically the four things that can block you from entering into the promised land. What's going to stop you from achieving these goals, these dreams and aspirations, the vision that God has for you? What's going to stop you from having that dream house, the dream car, the dream lifestyle? Being around positive people that can edify you and actually lift you to that next level. What's going to stop you from connecting with the right people that are going to see your potential and invest in you? And what's going to stop you from becoming who you're meant to be, doing what you're meant to do in this earth, fulfilling your destiny? So we're basically we're on step three, we're on number three, the third, well, not step three, but the third thing that's blocking your success, blocking your freedom, blocking your breakthrough, blocking the shifts that God has for you, blocking you from becoming the person you're meant to be. And this is to do with complacency. So we've covered it really in a nutshell. And I just want to say in part one, towards the end, what I was sharing about men is not to bash men in any way. Um, People cannot listen. Like teenagers sometimes don't listen, parents sometimes don't listen, young people don't listen sometimes, and employees don't listen, employers don't listen, women don't listen. There are so many people in this world that refuse to listen, refuse to take counsel and all of that. And sometimes it can be harmless, like it's not going to really create any, it's not going to be a negative impact, but sometimes it can be like it can be very detrimental. And so the reason why I was talking to men for a moment in reference to listening to your wives and your children is because they're the ones that are going to look after you when you're old. Like these are the, like, especially if you're a married man, you're going to be looked after by your children and your wife, or your wife, right? So you want to make sure you have that wonderful relationship. You're listening to them when they ask you to do things. You don't want a situation where they're bitter in their hearts against you and they're just afraid of you, so they don't say anything, but in their hearts they're bitter. You're the man of the house, you're the head of the house, but they don't respect you in their hearts. They can respect you on the outside. They can say, yeah, yeah. They can give you food, they can do all of that. But when it comes to the heart, that's something that no one can lie. What's inside of your heart is what God hears, sees, and feels. He knows what's really going on in the lives, in the minds of your children, your wife. If they don't respect you, He knows that. And if they're tolerating you and everything. So you've got to really begin to cooperate. And this also applies to women. Women are cooperating with your husbands, cooperating with your children. And then this can apply to basically anyone that wants to help you to move forwards in life. And you know they're God sends, they're destiny helpers. You've got to learn to cooperate with them because you can use the excuses to stay where you are. And sometimes people stay where they are. There are some people that are literally addicted today. They are on the streets today. They are in a bad relationship. It could be to do with crime. It could be, they're caught up in crime. It could be they're caught up in stealing. It could be caught up in lying. It could be they're caught up in married to just a monster, right? It could be a business that they're never meant to do in the first place. There's so many people that are in very horrible situations, but there was people try to tell them a million times over. Their friends try to tell them, their family tries. In the end, people just give up. They say, okay, do what you want, live your life your way. That's especially what happens to, like, if for example a mother has a child, they can keep saying it because they are in authority of that child, so they can keep on lamenting. But even a mother gets tired of telling off her children if they're not listening. And if you're wise enough to make your own path in life, yeah, fine. If you're doing what you're doing is working, that's fine. But if you're affecting others, then you have to think about others too, like being selfless, not just being selfish. Because your complacency is going to affect others, especially if you're living with others. If you're somebody that is in charge, you're a manager, you're a CEO of a company. You being complacent in the business is going to affect all your team. And so this is just for all of us to take an inventory and be like, okay, how am I affecting others? How is my behavior, my action or my inaction, how is it affecting others? Okay, so this is a quote by Brianna Wiest, And I just think this is such a just quite a great author in reference to books on self-development, books on emotional intelligence, and just yeah, books to do with not self-sabotaging, and I don't know, just quite interesting books in reference to growing as a human being. So she has a quote that I thought was quite powerful that I wanted to share, but I think I'm in the way. Like my little video in the corner is in the way, so I'm going to read it out to you. So it says this: people. Well, she says this. This is her quote from her book, which is called "100 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think," and this is how the quote goes: "People delay action once they know the truth. The interim between knowing and doing is the space where suffering thrives. Most of the time, it's not about not knowing what to do or not knowing who you are. It's about the resistance between what's right and what's easy, what's best in the long versus short term. We hear our instincts, we just don't listen. This is the single most common root of discomfort, the space between knowing and doing. We're culturally addicted to procrastination, but we're also just as enamored by deflection, by not doing immediately. We think we're creating space for the truth to shift when we're really only creating discomfort so that we can sense it more completely through I think it's meant to be through our suffering needlessly in the process. So that is it, guys. So it's almost like we know what to do, we know what steps to take, we know what we're meant to do, but we are so addicted to procrastination, deflection. We're not willing to do what we need to do to walk through. In a way, the Bible talks about the valley of the shadow of death. We don't want to walk through that valley of the shadow of the death, the valley of the shadow of death, to get to that place of freedom. We stay puffed up in what we know we should do instead of taking action towards it that will take us to a land of freedom. So number 4 is being unproductive with your time. So, this is definitely a big one, because if you're unproductive with your time, then this is definitely going to hold you back in many, many ways. So, how can you be unproductive with your time? Number 1, spending too much time on social media. It could be watching TikTok videos too long. It could be spending too much time in bed, having too many naps. It might be not getting the work done for your clients. It might be you're not going to work on time in the mornings. You're spending too much time getting ready rather than leaving on time to get to work on time. It could be that you're spending too much time gossiping at work. You're spending too much time chit-chatting. I think even things like speaking to friends too much. It could be sending too many voice notes. It could be it could even also be the opposite. So maybe you're supposed to send more voice notes. Maybe you're supposed to reach out to the right people, but you're not reaching out to the right people. You keep reaching out to the people that you're so comfortable with. Maybe you're not, maybe you, like, I work in PR, like, maybe you're in PR too, or maybe you're in a different field, but let's just pretend you're in PR like me, you're in public relations. Are you building relationships with the media? Are you reaching out to journalists? Are you trying to cultivate relationships? And so sometimes we don't bother because it's like, so you've got to always be networking. You've always got to be looking for ways to expand and grow. But being unproductive with your time, it's like your time is actually years. Time equates to years. So if you waste 100 days, that is some time that actually can never be given back to you in your life. And a lot of successful people, or people that do get to the promised land, they are busy walking towards it. And there will be temptation, there'll be trials, the devil will try and stop you from getting to the promised land. Your own thoughts will try and stop you. Self-sabotaging behavior, negative Nellies in your life. But you have to keep yourself focused on the vision. You have to keep yourself productive. You have to be proactive. You have to be prayerful. You have to really want it. You have to want it badly enough to let go and not look back like Lot's wife. You can't look back and start thinking about, you can't be reminiscing on the past and be like, oh, I remember the days when, remember the days of what exactly? If it's not a beneficial thing, some things from the past were good and it's worth exploring. Not everything in the past is bad. Some things in the past are good. Maybe you're supposed to actually even marry somebody from your past. Maybe your ex is meant to be your husband, your future husband, your future wife. Maybe you're meant to go back to an old company that you used to work in. God is not always done with our past. He's not always done with the past. We haven't even sometimes leveraged some of the things from the past. But when it the the thing about it is there are some things in the past that are just meant to be left alone as well, completely left alone forever, and you're never meant to look back. So you need to make sure if you do think about things to do with the past, make sure you're not going back to unproductive, unuseful, and unnecessary things of the past. But some things from your past is meant to be part of your future. So don't always think to yourself like, oh, I've always got. You try not to have a narrow mind. Like just some people have got such a narrow mind they can't see anything unless God has to like sort of like blow three trumpets. That's when they catch things. Like be a bit more discerning. Use wisdom. Read the Bible. Read the Bible. If you read the Bible, you'll see that like there have been times where people have gone to visit people from the past. Like for example, when he went to go and visit Esau, so he couldn't progress. Jacob could not progress in his life until he went to visit Esau because he had robbed Esau from the birthright that was meant for Esau. So he didn't have peace. So until he went and made amendments and literally gave him some gifts and really blessed him and got right with him, that's when he could move forward. So sometimes you got to sort out some things of the past so you can move forwards. You're wondering, why can't I move forward? Why can't I press forward? Why am I blocked? Why am I stopped? Yeah, because it could be to do with the fact that you haven't sorted out some things from the past. So be productive of your time, be forward thinking and push for success, be attentive to what you need to be attentive to. You can like use things like to-do lists, sometimes do things like batching, get things like be productive in what you do, stop wasting time, work on your money generating activities, work on the things that's going to bring you the money, bring you the sales in your business that's going to make you get promoted in your company. Get around the eagles and stop being around the chickens, okay? But at the same time, just know that if you really want the promised land badly enough, you'll get there. Whatever you want, and if you don't give up, if you persevere, you'll get there. You will get to the promised land. So that is it in a nutshell. That is it, guys. So thanks for watching this video. So I just want to quickly let you know that I do offer, I basically used to offer success coaching before, and now for the past few years, I've only focused on like PR and media coaching, consultancy for PR, like PR consultancy. And then I'm a publicist, so it's always about PR and media. But I really feel called to talk about success again, like as in I feel called to work with people in reference to motivation and success because it's something that I'm really into. Like I basically wrote this book called First of Success, and I'm actually going to be doing a follow-up book, like a sort of advanced, amazing, updated, upgraded version of that book. And it might even be a series as it goes. So, and I speak at universities all the time, and I talk about academic success and motivation and tips for success and everything. And so, if you're interested, guys, if you need some encouragement, motivation, support, if you need clarity, if you need someone to help you to push for success, if you just need someone to help you to step into your calling and purpose, then book a session with me today. It's a paid session. It's 65 English pounds. If you want to do a little bit shorter, like I can do, it's 45 minutes, but I think, yeah, I can do it for 30 minutes as well. I can just charge you a little bit less for that. So if you're interested, just send me a DM. If you're interested in getting on a call with me. So if you're interested, I would like to ask you these questions. Are you struggling with any of the following? Do you feel stuck and complacent in your life? Do you feel like you're not taking proactive action towards your goals, dreams, and your aspirations? Do you feel stuck and helpless and you don't have the clarity you need to move forwards? Do you feel like you want to move to the next level of success, but you cannot see what to do to get the breakthrough? Do you ever feel like you just need that accountability, the support, the encouragement that you don't have right now? Because maybe you don't have the right people right now in your life. They just don't understand you, they don't get you, they don't know where you're going. And so you just need someone that does know where you're going, or someone that can relate to your experience. So listen, guys, my life is not perfect. Hate to like no one's life is perfect. I don't care who the golden coach is, who the platinum coach is out there, who is the world's leading mentor. Their life is not perfect, okay? But one thing we do have as success coaches, success mentors, being a motivational speaker for many, many years, since 2008, I can say this. I've listened to over 300 books, okay? I have read a multitude of books. I have loads of books. I've learned from a lot of the leaders, mentors. I mean, so that's definitely something that I can help you with in terms of what I've gained as knowledge. I've invested over £10,000 in my education, in coaching programs, coaching courses. I mean, I'm just constantly investing in myself. Okay. So you're learning from someone that actually invests in themselves and actually has studied success since 2008. And basically, I have acquired a lot of success. Got my master's degree in education. I have a BA honors degree in mass communications and sociology. I have received a Jubilee certificate, a Jubilee award for speaking in a conference for over 10 years, for being a conference participator for 10 years in the Comparative Education Society conference. I speak in different countries. Okay. I come across as humble and everything. And I'm a former multiple award winning beauty queen. So listen, guys, I know how to win something. Now, I'm very humble and down to earth, but also very fierce when it comes to success. And I'm gearing up for my next big successes. I've done a lot of singing professionally as well. I traveled to different countries as a professional singer, speaker. So yeah, I've got a lot of great moments under my belt. Lots of TV interviews, lots of TV moments, lots of media interviews. So I'm also a no nonsense person. I'll tell you the truth. Like I'm a little bit kick butt as well, but I'm also very compassionate and very very kind and encouraging. So I think that you're going to get a blend of me kind of kicking your butt, but at the same time I'm also going to be very like compassionate and very much someone that can encourage you, and be understanding. Because I think some people are just insensitive, and I'm not like that. But at the same time, I will definitely make sure you know that I'm here to help you to get to that next level. I'm not here just to give you the syrupy sweet answer that you want to hear. So reach out to me if you need this support. I would love to help. Um, just reach out to me. Go to this book that success coaching session with me by going to www.queenchiomamedia.com // coaching, or contact me for details by basically, or you can connect with me by going to, just go to my email, which is email me over at queenchiomamedia@gmail.com, or just send me an Instagram, DM me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at Queen Chioma. queenchiomamedia.com is my website, and on my Facebook you can go to Queen Chioma Nilwogu and you'll find me there on my Facebook fan page. TikTok, I'm on TikTok, Queen Chioma Official. But yeah, these are the ways to reach out to me on the screen. So I hope to hear from you. I hope you found this to be useful, valuable. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you are good. Thanks to all new subscribers. Please do keep subscribing to this channel. Please share this content, and I'll definitely be back with another juicy one, another good one, another wonderful one, another fabulous one, darlings. So yeah, I hope this helped you. Like, let me know. Did it help? Did it not help? But yeah, we're doing this thing called coaching. If you're interested, then DM me, reach out to me, contact me, phone me. I don't think you have my number, but yeah, just you can phone me through email. Just email me. That could be like a phone call. But yeah, we can get on a real call. We can go on to Zoom, or we can go on. Yeah, just get on a call, and we can definitely work through what you need support with. Okay, you might need clarity. You might need just direction. Maybe you need a word of encouragement. Maybe you want me to pray for you. Okay, and that's definitely something I can do. I can actually do that even after the session. It doesn't even have to be part of the session, okay? So I can actually do that as a bit extra. So please do reach out, and God bless. Love you all. Bye. Thanks for watching.